Do you know what really goes on in the world? I'll tell you. It's so funny. Rabbeinu Akadosh in Likutei Moharan is explaining that the righteous man of the generation, he cannot live without contradictions, without machloket. He just cannot live. He doesn't have existence. He cannot exist. He cannot stay in the world unless people will fight with him, people will hate him, people will argue with him, people will try to do bad things to him. Without that, the righteous man cannot live. Why? Because he's so sweet. He's so sweet that everyone wants to taste from this sweetness. And imagine to yourself the sweetest fruit around, the sweetest fruit in the world. Which bird will not gonna try to poke, to eat it? Which animal will not gonna put all of its power to climb? All of the monkeys and cockroaches and flies, everyone. Why? Because it's so sweet and so juicy and so wow, satisfying, like they must eat more from that. And human beings, the worst, like they for sure gonna uproot that tree and gonna plant it somewhere in FEMA camps. And why? Because it's so sweet. So the Creator, he must create a fence to defend this fruit, the sweetness of the world. Yosef Tzaddik, that he is the righteous man of the generation. In every generation there is Yosef Tzaddik. There is man that he is Natir Brit, that he keeps that covenant, the agreement with the Creator. He is the one that brings down the money for everyone. He is the one that brings the peace and the love and the harmony and the understanding. And there is a righteous man like that in every generation. Yosef Tzaddik. So the Creator, he must protect him. So what? How he protects him? If Yosef will stay with his brothers in his father's house, he will die over there. Why? Because then all of the brothers will attack him on daily basis and going to break his spirit. So what Hashem needs to do with Yosef? He must exile him. He must send him away. He must create a certain argument, a fight on the back of Yosef that everyone will talk. No, he's a liar. No, he's a thief. No, he's betraying us. No, you don't know who he is. We must sell him. And then they're selling him. Really, they're betraying him. They're selling him to the Ishmaelim and to the Egyptians. And then he goes to somewhere else. And over there, you think, oh, how much he's suffering. No, that's his only chance to grow and to become who that is. That's the only way. That he will be in solitary, all alone, separated from all of his friends. Everyone are talking about him. He's got enemies. And then over there also, again, suddenly the wife of the minister is looking and thinking, and another rumor and another conspiracy and sending him to jail. Why? To protect him. Why? Because of his beauty. Because that no matter where he goes, it's written on Yosef Tzaddik that when he was walking, women would see him walking, and if they would peel fruits and vegetables, they would cut themselves and bleeding and wouldn't feel the pain. He was hypnotizing them. Women would look at him, wow, look at him. They don't feel they're cutting themselves. They're bleeding now, and they keep on cutting themselves. They're peeling their own skin, the Midrash is saying. Doesn't feel the pain, doesn't feel the fact that they're cutting themselves. Why? Because of his beauty. Which beauty? The beauty of the Creator that is not being blocked by him. He's the only one that is not blocking the light of the Creator. So it's fascinating. Everyone looking at him. Wow, look at him. Look at the light. Look at that light. Now I'm working very hard not to talk about myself, because now if I'm going to start talking about myself, you're all going to say, no, he's Yosef Tzaddik, he's talking about himself, so I'm not going to tell you anything. Why? Because you're weak in your minds and you cannot hear. So I'm not going to tell you what that I wanted to say. And I'm going to read to you Likutei Moharan instead. You have weak minds. You have weak minds. Everything I'm going to say, you're going to, oh yeah, Rav is saying, Dror Moshe, yes, Kedem. Stop with your illusions. Listen, it's Torah. We're learning Torah. You don't need to try to taste from this sweetness. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do, to try to take from it for yourself. No, oh, let's listen. No, yes, I'm close to him. Yes, I hear this Torah. Yes, I'm watching it. No, don't try to satisfy yourself now. Yes, I see. No, drop it. Drop the nonsense. Listen to the voice of Hashem. Voice of Hashem is telling you Hashem loves you. That's the voice of Hashem. All of what that we're saying is only ways to serve for you the wisdom that you can become 100% like Yosef Tzaddik. Moshe Rabbeinu is coming to his people and he's saying to them, what am I asking from you? To believe in Hashem, to have complete yirah. So there's a question, Moshe, what are you saying? How can you tell us that it's an easy thing to be a Shamayim, to have complete faith in Hashem? How can you say that it's easy? It's so hard. So the answer, simple answer, Moshe Rabbeinu is telling his people, look, if I'm here with you, I'm your rabbi, so I can teach you. You know, I have complete yirat shamayim. I have complete fear from heaven. My faith is complete. So learn from me, accept it from me. What's the problem? It makes the question even harder. That's not an answer. Moshe, so you know exactly how hard you worked to achieve that level. You remember how many years of your life you spent talking on thousands of millions, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of hours of itbodeduyot, prayers and tshuvot, and you were fasting and you were not eating and you were purifying yourself and torturing yourself. So what do you want from us? We're still looking for the best cheesecake in town. Come on, we're not in the same level as you, Moshe. How can you expect us to be like you? So the answer of Moshe now will be clarified. That Moshe is saying, listen, if you realize that I have it, so you should just believe that I can give it to you. That's the answer. You're right. It took me many, many years to achieve what that I achieved. But now that I have it, here, take it. It's not a problem. Yosef Tzaddik, what he's doing with all of the food, with all of the wealth, what is he doing with all of it? Yosef HaMashbir, he's giving out all of the food. For what he was saving the food, for what he was taking the lands and the money from everyone in all of those horrible 7 years of poverty, of hunger. Why? For what? Of wealth, I'm sorry. To give it in the end, in the 7 hard years of poverty, to give it out. He's not taking for himself. You think he ate more than 1 meal a day, Yosef Tzaddik? You think he was eating the best cheesecake in town, in Cairo, in those days? No way. No, not at all. He was eating bread and drinking water. He was happy. What did they serve? He was eating, oh, nice cucumber. Great, wonderful. Into the salad. Happy, eating, drinking, whatever, you know. He wasn't thinking about it so much. He was thinking about Hashem. When there is a righteous man that he holds a certain level, so he needs to use everything that he received for one purpose, only one purpose. What's the purpose? To hand it over to his followers, to his children, to his students. And if not, so he's not a righteous man, he's a thief. He sits on the treasure of the Creator and he takes all of the wealth for himself. When Yaakov Avinu, he comes, when Moshe Rabbeinu, he comes, they see the stone on the top of the well that is blocking the water. What Yaakov is doing? He is removing the stone that all of the shepherds will be able to water the herds. He's not thinking about himself. No, he's not taking control. No, okay, so now I'm going to be from this day and on, I'm going to be in charge. That's the well. Everyone will come. No, not at all. He's removing the stone and he walks away. Okay, now drink. He's happy to give. That's his reason to. That's what that wakes him up in the morning. The desire to give. Another day of giving. People that are busy in trying to receive, those are the people that are suffering in this world. And we're talking about 99.99999, at least another 9 times. Why? Because those people don't understand the real nature of the Creator. The real nature of the Creator is to give, is to make you happy, is to think about you. Why? He doesn't need anything for himself. So if you want to become like the Creator, stop asking. You need to start giving. You need to give big time. And then you will enjoy the influences, all of the bounty that Hashem, the Creator, can give you. But if you always try to take, no matter how much you're going to have, you will always going to be Baal Ta'ava. You're going to be controlled by your desires and your lusts. No matter if you're going to have buildings in Manhattan, it doesn't mean that you are wealthy, that you are rich, that you have bounty, shefa. Shefa means influence. It goes. It goes above the cup, like we need to fill the cup of wine in Shabbat. We need to put more than the cup contains, that it's going to spill to the plate and on. A house that wine haven't been spilled in that house, we're not going to see a sign of blessing, of bracha. Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, he was doing the first kiddush in the city of Breslev, and they passed him the cup, and the cup full of wine fell on the table, and the wine was all over the place. And Rabbi Nachman of Breslev said, in that day, because of that, because the wine been spilled over there on the tablecloth and everything, he said, in that day, we set the name Breslever Hasidim. We're going to be named in that city. He was over there only for a few months in Breslev. Most of his life he was in other cities. He was in different towns, in different cities, different villages. But because the wine, the secret, wine is the numeral value of the word secret, sod, is equal to the same number. Secret and wine. The secret been spilt over there, been opened, been exposed. That's it. Now it's all over the place. Everyone can know. That's the name Breslev. That's the meaning of the name Breslev. That's where it came from. From Rabbeinu revealing the secrets, opening all of the secrets. What there is to hide? Yesterday my brother, I shown him our website, emuna.com. I shown him the website, and he saw one of the latest videos that we upload is the secret of how to bring Mashiach, right? That's how we called it, the secret. So he told me, you have the secret of how to bring Mashiach. So I told him, here, we can click it, you can see. So he told me, so why you called it the secret how to bring Mashiach? So I looked at him, what do you mean? He said, why you're not telling how to bring Mashiach? Why you keep it as a secret? Why it's a secret? If you know how to bring Mashiach, it's not supposed to be a secret. The solution, the salvation, the answer, the possibility, the opportunity, open. Why the secret? There's no secrets. You still have secrets. Go drink some wine. Relax. And go tell all of your secrets. You don't need to tell no secrets. You don't need to hold no secrets. You need to open yourself, and to uncover all of your truth, all of your inner truth, all of the real truth that you hold inside. You need to reveal it, to be who that you are, and to talk about the truth from your perspective, from your point of view. What did you see? You need to say. You need to tell everyone, that everyone will know him. There are people that can listen to you and they're not able to listen to me. There are people that can listen only to your best friend after that he heard it from you. And there are people that will hear only from the friend of the friend of the friend of the friend, something very, very confused and very far. But that's going to be the message that's going to wake them up to do complete tshuva. And if they're going to see me, they say, no, look, I'm not into rabbis, I'm not into Judaism, I'm just looking for myself, you know. And it's true. They really don't have the vessels yet to get my message. So they need to hear you. And they must hear you, so you must talk. You must go and spread exactly what that you feel related to, what that is giving you life. And you need to believe in yourself, that you're also a messenger of the Creator, that you have the power, that you have the wisdom, that you have the tools to go and to spread the faith in the world and to let everyone believe in Hashem. That everyone will know Him, that everyone will enjoy, that everyone will live their life, simple life. And if you do that, so you're not blocking the light of Hashem Yitbarach, and you become to be like Yosef HaTzaddik. And you become to be exactly like Yosef HaTzaddik. The meaning of the word Yosef means he's going to add, he's going to give more. That's Yosef. He will always going to give you more than you imagine, more than you hope, more than you think. If you will check how much you received until today from yourself, you will be shocked. You will be amazed. You're not going to believe. Wow, it's huge. It's gigantic. I can't believe how much I received from him. Because what that he really gave you was the power to believe in yourself. The power to become who that you are. And that's a gift that nothing compares to that. If you're able to become, to come back to yourself, to be who that you are, really, that's a gift that is beyond real. Because all of the world is full with people that are denying their real existence. They're denying themselves. They're hiding from themselves. They hate themselves. They blame themselves. They're sick in their mind. They're chasing themselves. They're sad and depressed and frustrated and broken. And only why? Because they don't see the light of their own soul. If you would know who you are, how important you are in the eyes of Hashem Yitbarach, you would glow, you would dance, you would be so happy. But because you don't see who you are and you're not recognizing that real spiritual being of who that you are, so you are off. You're covered, you're blocked, you're sad, oh, you're threatened all of the time, you're sad, you're upset, all of the time something is going on. But when you couldn't care less anymore about what people think about you and you just focus on, okay, let's see, what's going on with me? Where am I standing in this situation? What do I really want? People that are telling me I don't know what I want, I'm telling them you're lying. Maybe you're afraid to admit. But really, to know what you want to spit in his face, you want to fight with him, you want to curse him and to go. You want to rebel, you want to hate, you want to burn. Something you know. You want to curse the world and to go. You want to go and walk naked in the streets. Something you know. You want to go to the beach, you want to move to Miami. Something you know you want to do. You want to do drugs and to die. You want to kill yourself. You know what you want to do. Even if it's the worst, you know what you want to do. You're afraid to express it. You're afraid to say. I remember myself, when I started doing my tshuva, I wanted to learn Kabbalah. I knew it, that is the thing that I want to do. I knew I want to learn the secret. I want to know Kabbalah. I didn't know what it means Kabbalah. I didn't know that really Kabbalah was not the thing that I am looking for. But I know that was what I wanted to do, and I was afraid to express it. I was afraid to talk about it with people, with my old friends for sure. Every one of them took me to conversations, conferences, we were sitting, everyone were judging me in public. My father told me, I'm going to kill myself if you're going to do tshuva, I'm going to drive from a cliff, I'm going to die if you're going to keep Shabbat. My mother told me, I'd rather you're going to be gay and not going to be religious. Great, all of the conversations. And my aunt, she was calling and come, we need to talk, come to my studio. I was coming, going, everyone, conversations. You can do that, not to your father, you cannot do that, not to your mother. What are you doing? If you're going to do that, you're going to have to, you think that religious people are sitting Shiva on their children, right? That's what you think. No, in my family, they sat 7 months on me. Crazy people, sick in their minds. And I had to go through all of that. All of those nonsense I had to go through. All of those rebukes and insultings and no, and what are you doing? Told them, what am I doing? I want to keep Shabbat. What do you want from me? You don't want to keep Shabbat, don't keep Shabbat. I feel like keeping Shabbat. Now, you want me to drive in Shabbat? You're going to make you happy if I'm going to drive in Shabbat? You crazy? That's what's going to make you happy? You want to see me eating shrimps, it's going to make you happy. If I'm going to eat shrimps, you will be happy. I don't want to eat that anymore. I want to eat steaks. Okay, let's eat steaks. What's the problem? We can't enjoy steak? People are sick in their minds. So how many people are weaker than me and they don't have the power to confront their parents? Oh, don't tell my parents that I'm doing tshuva. Please don't tell my parents that I want to convert. Oh, please. What's going on with you? If your parents are the איך אומרים סוהרים, the jail keepers of you to keep you out of your freedom, so go away, leave your house, be like Avraham Avinu, find your own way, find your way back home, become to be who that you are. If they are watching over you that you will not going to become to be who that you are, it's time, my friend, to say goodbye. Goodbye. Open your wings of freedom. Karati lachem dror. Be a sparrow, a free bird, and fly to your freedom. There are birds that cannot be kept in jail, in prison. I'm one. I'm one. I'm like that. I'm not able to be under no kind of control. I'm a free soul. That's me. That's who that I am. If you're like that, you must go away. You must be who that you are. You must set yourself free. No one will set you free. No one in the world will set you free. There will be one that will tell you that you should set yourself free. Yes, that's Mashiach. Mashiach will tell you that you should set yourself free. Mashiach will not going to come and open the gates of every door of every house. No. He won't be a locksmith breaking doors. No. He will tell you, set yourself free. That's Mashiach. Mashiach will tell you that you're a free person. He will tell you, Ata ben chorin, you're a free person. That's what Mashiach will tell you. What do you want Mashiach to do? To slap your father, to hit your mother, to rebuke your company, your boss. What do you want Mashiach to do for you? Mashiach, he came for you. Mashiach, he came to you to tell you, hi, how are you? Do you remember who you are? Do you remember climbing on the trees when you were 7? You remember jumping above the fence when you were 12? You remember yourself playing with your friends with basketball? You remember stealing those bikes and making a lot of fun, having a lot of fun down the hill? You remember running away from school and be a free person and ran straight to the beach, to the sea, and you swim alone and you were happy and it was only you and Hashem and the sun and the sky and the water. You remember going fishing in the river? You remember? That's you. That's Mashiach. That's what Mashiach gonna wake up your memory to remind you, hi, do you remember that you're a pirate? You remember that you were a pirate? You remember that you're a rebel? You remember that you're a soldier? You remember that you want to fight? You remember that you love fighting? Do you remember that you have an opinion? Do you remember that you like to say what you think? Do you remember that you like to sing? Do you remember that you like to dance? Do you remember that you know how to illustrate, how to paint, how to run? You remember that you love to jog? You remember that you like sports? Do you remember that you love to learn Torah? Do you remember that you were fascinated when you were in 3rd grade and your teacher, she told you something from Parashat Shavua and you loved it? Do you remember that you loved the stories from the Bibles since you were a tiny kid? Do you remember that? Your desire? Do you remember thinking about you walking in the barbecue? How do you say it? Barbecue? Biblical barbecue. Barbie cute. Do you remember that you thought that every Barbie doll is cute? Moshe, we caught you now. Do you remember that you found yourself walking with Avraham Avinu, with Rachel Imenu, with Yaakov, walking with them, with the herds? You were a shepherd in your dreams. Do you remember the force? Use the force, Luke. Do you remember that you believed that you have the force like Luke? Do you remember those days that you had that power of faith? Faith in yourself, that you thought that you can fly like Superman, that you will always gonna be like Robin Hood, going and saving the poor. Do you remember? That's who that you are. So go and be that one. Believe in that power and go and be that one, no matter what people gonna tell you. What they gonna tell you? Their own fears? No, you can't do that. Why? Because you're afraid to do that? So I need to shut off my dreams? Because you don't believe that you can fly? I believe I can fly. Shh. Really? And I know I'm crazy. I was always crazy. But that's me. I'm crazy. Everyone need to be straight and the same and in the path and in the right way and finishing with great grades in school and high school and college, and in Israel you must join the army and then you need to serve and you need to at least 3 years and then you need to go and learn in university. No, I'm sorry. I was never like that. It wasn't me. I'm sorry. That's not me. I bought a bike before I had a driving license. That's me. That's really me. That's me. To buy a bike before I know how to drive a bike, that's me. That's me. I'll learn. I'm ready to learn. To open a yeshiva before I'm even a rabbi, that's me. To go and do tshuva before I know how to put tefillin, to go and to teach and to talk to people before I'm keeping Shabbat. Yes, that's me. That's me. Why? Because what did I believe? I'm going all the way with it. That's me. I was jumping to swim in the water before I knew how to swim. I wanted to swim. I jumped into the water. Yeah, I almost drowned. So what? But after 15 years, I was a lifeguard. After 15 years, I was a lifeguard and I saved many people. At least 5 children that drowned, I saved their lives. Why? Because I wanted to swim. Because I loved swimming. And when I was a lifeguard, most of the lifeguards are sitting with their iPhones and sunglasses and talking to all of the girls over and not looking at the pool at all. And me, as a lifeguard, I was making circles, walking around the pool. Why? Because I was a lifeguard. I came over there to watch over the children and the old people that are swimming. And this is why, in the right time, I jumped into the water and I took people out. Why? Because I was a lifeguard, because I really did my job well, like I want, because that was me. I wasn't there for the women, I wasn't there for the money, I wasn't there for the sun. No. I was there because I, with all of my power, I wanted to work I wanted to be a lifeguard, I wanted to protect those people. Yes, I made nice money. But I was there with my heart, I was there. I wasn't lying to myself. Oh, I can see it, nothing gonna be okay. If you're not standing and watching the pool, you cannot see what's going on in the pool. Kids are swimming, jumping, they disappear from your eyes. If you don't have that point of truth in yourself that you want to save lives and you care about every single person that runs around the pool, you will not gonna have the power to save lives if you will be required. You need to do what you do with truth. If you want to be a doctor, go be a doctor. No problem with being a doctor. If you want to go and learn high school, college, great, go do it. You want to be a soldier, go be. You don't need to be like me. You need to be yourself. But do it because that's who you are. And don't do it because someone told you, no, to be a doctor, it's the best job. No, you must be a lawyer. For sure you're going to find a job. And you will hate yourself. I have a friend, a student, that his parents, they pushed him to be a lawyer. It took him maybe 5 years. He haven't finished recovering from it. But at least 5 years he had to take drugs and to do and to do whatever that is not allowed in the Far East until he relaxed himself from the trauma of learning 4 or 5 years and working another couple of years as a lawyer. Those 6 years of him being a lawyer, it took him at least 5-6 years to recover, doing all kinds of drugs, eating and smoking all kinds of mushrooms over there in Far East, sleeping with every person in town that he met. Why? Because he had to go through college and he had to be a lawyer, and his parents, they forced him to be... No, I'm sorry. I'm not able to go through that. And the reason that you're suffering today is because that you let other people tell you what to do. Is because you let other people tell you who you are, and you don't listen to who that you really are. And if you're going to listen to yourself, you will see that there is no demon inside. You will find an angel inside. Why are you afraid to uncover yourself? Why are you afraid to be who that you are? Because you're afraid to explode on your parents, to tell them what you think. No, what, now I'm going to tell my wife, now I'm going to tell my friends, now I'm going to tell my parents. The truth is that that's going to be only the first reaction. Yes, this wave will come. Yes, you will explode on your parents. You will tell them exactly what you feel, what you think. But after that, this tsunami will pass, after this wave will pass, you will be a good person, a very calm person, a very relaxed person. And then you will come back to be nice and happy. And you will be who that you really want to be, because you don't want to be an angry person. You don't want to fight with everyone. You just want to be set free. You want to be left alone. You want to be who that you are, and that's it. So because that people are trying to grab you, to hold you, to make you small, to be all over you, all around you, to hold you quiet, so that's why you want to fight. That's why you hate the world. This is why you hate everyone. This is why you have so much anger. But in the moment that you will explode, that you will go, that you will be set free, you are not going to fight with no one anymore. You're not a predator. You're a free bird. You're a singing bird. You will fly to your place. You will become to be who that you are. So for that, you need to see the face of Yosef Tzaddik, that you will be able to learn from him. That like that he is who that he is, I can be who that I am. Okay? But you have weak minds. This is why you haven't heard the class that I wanted to teach you today. So work on yourself, and Be'ezrat Hashem, tomorrow I'll see you again. I'll try to work with you on an inner point. I'm sorry. I came with good intentions. I promise to you all. Peace, man.